Greetings. Today we're talking about audacious authenticity, the courage to be who you are. Today, the moon is in Aries, following yesterday's new moon early in the morning on Sunday, and March 10th. And so now that the moon has gone into Aries, we shift from that vibe of the new moon of sort of connecting with the bigger picture, being in the flow, trusting our intuition, feeling into what is and what we need spiritually. And now we have the moon shifting into Aries, which is a fire sign. So we want to be thinking about taking action based on that bigger picture of connection. So, the bigger picture of love, the bigger picture of spirit and our spiritual needs, the bigger picture of the heart and our heart's wisdom. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Monday, March 11th. And so we are following this energy of the Pisces new moon. Yesterday, I shared in depth on what this Pisces new moon brings in terms of its vibe and what we can expect as the beginning of the new moon is the beginning of the moon cycle, right? So what we can expect as this moon cycle unfolds from this beginning point with the Pisces new moon. So I always recommend that you plant the seeds of your intentions at the new moon. So thinking about what's important to you, what you want to connect with, what you want to manifest or call in. What are your healing goals? What are your creative goals? What things would you like to see show up for you in your life or in the world or inside and out, all of it. Um, so setting your intentions with the new moon, and then the moon goes into Aries as it did later in the day on Sunday. And so now we have that Aries moon energy on Monday. And so finding the courage to live your life, right? To be who you are. And so yesterday we were talking about feeling that or connecting with that wisdom of your heart, right? Your heart's truth, your own place of connection with meaning, with purpose, with a bigger picture of love, and your own spiritual needs, your soul needs, and how your heart helps you to tap into that bigger picture, right? Checking in with your heart, not just your mind. So, what your heart knows, what your heart feels. And then with the Aries moon following that Pisces moon vibe, we have the embodiment or the life force springing forth from that deeper inner knowing or that heart connection. So it's saying, okay, great. You connected with what feels important to you, what your heart wants, what your heart knows. And now it's time to act on it. So that could be some way of taking a risk or finding courage in your life, big or small, right? Sometimes it's a little thing that may not show up in, big obvious ways, but it might feel like a thing to you, right? So finding your courage to do that little thing or that big thing that is going to help you move forward in your life purpose, that bigger picture of meaning, that is what your heart wants. And so this moon, this Aries moon, reminds us that we aren't going to learn how to be who we are if we don't try. And so, yeah, sometimes we might feel like we did something stupid or we made a mistake or it didn't go the way we thought it would. But that's the whole point because that's how we learn. That's how we figure out. It's like, okay, I'm embarking on this journey of living my life from my truth. And what does that look like? What does that feel like? And so, if we can take that risk, find that courage to audaciously be authentic, be who we are, right? It shouldn't be hard. It's so natural to be who you are, right? The hard part is trying to be someone else, and yet that is what we have cemented, many of us, from childhood wounds or generational trauma or societal expectations, right? So it's about reclaiming this deeper truth of what it means to be yourself, to be you, and to live from who you are. So taking a risk, big or small, to say, hey, I'm going to do this as me. And we'll see how it goes, right? Well, if nothing else, we'll find out. And that you get to tweak it, you get to tailor things, you get to uh, figure out the best way or the most creative way to be yourself, to present yourself, to make decisions, to navigate the situations and circumstances of your life. And when you do that from this place of affirming for yourself that you deserve to be who you are and to live your life from your inner knowing, from yourself, from being who you are. And so when you take that risk to do something authentically, to live authentically, to speak up when you need to speak up, or maybe to be silent when you need to listen, right? Whatever is the you that is not often able to show up because of the internalized ways that we restrict ourselves or hold back or whatever that may be for you. So, thinking about courage, thinking about what it means to live your life, thinking about what authenticity means for you, and how connecting with the wisdom of your heart, which is the theme of this moon cycle, how connecting with the wisdom of your heart can help reinforce for you who you are, what's important to you, what gives meaning to your life, what it looks like and feels like to live according to a feeling of purpose, a feeling of doing something good or being aligned with something that feels good, right? That's either helping other people or helping yourself, always starting with and thinking about your own self care and getting your own needs met. And maybe that's the courage, right? To prioritize and take up space by having needs. Maybe that's it. So, at any rate, something that is inviting you to find your courage. And so, I'd love to hear more from you about what that looks like, what that feels like for you, what you're being asked to find your courage around during this Aries moon. The moon will be in Aries today and tomorrow until later in the day. Tomorrow it goes into Taurus, so we're exploring this idea of audacious authenticity, the courage to be who you are. Thanks so much for being here. I am Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel and for all your support. Be sure to tell a friend if you are enjoying these videos, and I will see you next time here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care. Bye for now.